What's a part of your game that wins you matches that no one notices? And what's a part of your game that you hate?
The hate is easier. I just wish I had a smoother two-handed backhand, like kinetics-wise of how it moves, the fluidity of how easy I can generate power. It's not nearly as fluid as the other stuff that I have. If you look at Annalie, it looks like effortless power. I'm like, God, can I have that as a two-handed backhand, please?
You're talking about the baseline.
Yeah. I mean, either one, really. Like, power gets by at the kitchen line when I hit it because you're closer to somebody. It doesn't matter quite as much. But when she, baseline, if you see her hit a ground stroke, it's like, I would like that kinetic chain, please. And then something that wins me stuff that other people don't see as much. I don't know, because I'm not a spectator myself.
I feel like I can answer this.
Yeah, you answer it for me.
Yeah, it's consistency.
And I also think not riding the wave, just like level-headed.
I have a question though. Is it consistency?
Like level-headed. Ben almost never. Sorry, consistency.
Consistency. The thing is with consistency, most people mean not missing a lot. To me, it's more important to be consistent in terms of your level. You shouldn't have a lot of dips in your game.
I was thinking decision making.
I think all those kind of correlate a little bit. I think your decision making. I think your consistency is high because. Sorry. I think your decision making is high because.
Tough word over there, bud.
Sorry, the cough.
Mini stroke.
Talk me up, bro.
All right, ready?
I'm ready.
I think your consistency is very high because you make the right decisions.
Succinct way of saying it.
Beautiful.
Because I do feel like a lot of people say like you're consistent and steady and all this stuff, and I'm like, but I definitely still consider myself an aggressive player, like in terms of court and attacking. So it's like, how do those two things mesh, right? And I think it really just does come down to, at any given point, you want to be aggressive and make the aggressive play when the percentages are still in your favor, right? Mm-hmm. So to me, I'm definitely aggressive. It's just like I don't often, a lot of people won't even consider me aggressive because I don't pull from positions that seem like bad decisions, quote unquote.
But I think that's what separates you. And I think from watching from a fan, spectator view, it's hard to notice those things.
Yeah, I think they are somewhat hard to notice. I do feel like some people are just like, I don't understand why you win. I'm like, I don't know either, man.
Oh, he doesn't attack as much. It's like, no, he just is patient enough to wait for the right ball to attack. I think especially lately too, you've been playing more aggressive. What's funny is I remember at MLP, I was giving you a little bit of crap for not speeding up off your forehand.
Off a certain ball. He's like, it's always at the backhand foot. I was like, yeah, it is. In a lot of situations, I don't feel like I have the best speed ups. Like if you have Gabe speed up, yeah, you should speed up because it just works. Like if I speed up from that position, it's just not going to work.
If you go watch our match against the Atlanta Bouncers in Beer City, you sped up 3 or 4 times off your forehand side and you were 4 for 4. Yeah. And that's when I watched the match back, I'm like, gosh, why does Ben not do this more? Yeah. And you win a lot. You don't need to change much. But I'm like, it kind of makes me think, I'm like, you're so good at this. You don't do it that much, but you are so good at it when it comes out.
Yeah. A lot of that comes down to sometimes I'm just workshopping something, like I'm experimenting a little bit, and you've never truly experimented well until you do it in a real match, right? You can do something 1,000 times in practice and still people are like, why are you experimenting in a real tournament match? Like, because that's where you have to do it in order to get better at stuff. So sometimes I do workshop stuff like that. And then other times, the reason I'm not doing what you're saying, speeding up more, is I could, and we'd have maybe a close to a 50-50 even when I'm speeding up well. But generally, if I'm at the kitchen line with most teams, it's I could take the 50-50 or near to it, maybe 55. Or if I keep going, I feel like I'm probably closer to 60.
For sure. I think the longer the point goes, the better your odds are.
He's a percentage guy. He said it many times. He's the most cerebral mind.
But at the same time, I always encourage players, if you see an attackable ball that you feel like you can attack profitably, you have to do it, because there's also unforeseen percentages there where it's
deeper in the game.
Yeah, but even if it's 50-50, putting more pressure on people gives you errors. So I do feel like taking a lot of court and attacking whenever I feel like the percentages are pretty close, like that 55-60, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna dink forever because I like putting pressure on
You're
people.
Like a poker player, man. You seriously, you play percentages. You know, you just nailed it. Yeah, you can win that 55% of the time, but if you play it another way, you're at 60%. That is literally the difference between Ben Johns and 99.9% of other pickleball players.